Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, All Kinds of Astrology and Foreign Travel. So today I'll discuss a very good technique to make you understand that whether any particular year for you would be good or bad. Okay, so here I talk about generally Nadi astrology techniques. Okay, there might be different techniques of Vedic astrology also, so you can follow that also. But I think this easy. I think this particular Nadi astrology is much easier than Vedic astrology to calculate. So you can match it with your horoscope very easily. So guys, suppose this is 2020. Okay, how do you know that this year would be good or bad for you, or a mixed one, right? So yes, if you apply this particular technique, then you can easily predict that 2020 would be a good year for you or bad, or the upcoming years, and you can match it, with your past years also, whether this particular year has been bad for you or not. So in that way, you can match whether you are actually predicting things correctly or not. Okay, it's a very easy way to understand whether a particular year is good or bad for you or anyone if you are an astrologer. Okay, so before starting this video, I would like to request my viewers, please subscribe to my channel. So without wasting any more time, I'll start this video. Okay guys, I do not know that whether you are aware of the technique of Ashtaka Varga. Okay, so basically in Nadi astrology there are two techniques. By applying these two techniques, we get the result of a particular year, whether this year is good for this particular native or not. Okay, so you can open your chart and you can apply the formula which I am going to tell you. So this video will be divided in two parts. Okay, actually there are two techniques. One, a pure Nadi astrology technique. Actually both are Nadi astrology techniques only. Actually first technique is understanding the planet's position in your horoscope and the current transit. You can match with the transit and your horoscope, and you can decide whether this particular year is correct, like it would be good or bad. Okay, and the second technique which I will discuss in my next video, it will be, first of all I need to teach you the Ashtaka Varga table calculation. Okay, so I'll do that in my next video, in part 2 of this particular video. Okay, so that would be number 2 technique. So by seeing the Vinashtaka Varga and Ashtaka Varga table, you can easily predict that whether a particular year is good or bad for you. Okay, so today I'll discuss the number 1 technique. Okay, so in Nadi astrology, we calculate this by the movement of Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter decides what is going to happen in this particular year. So for that you need to see the current transit. I am not writing here the I'm not drawing here the current transit. You can Google it. Okay, you can see the current transit, whatever the current position is, and you can see the Guru transit. The most important part here is the transit of Jupiter. You go to Google, you search it, the transit of Jupiter, and match it in your horoscope in what particular sign currently Jupiter is, and in your horoscope what is the what is the position of that house, and what are the planets sitting on that particular house where Jupiter is moving right now. According to that, you decide that this particular period would be good or bad for you. Okay, so later I'll teach you in this way only we can predict the job timing, marriage timing, death timing, etc. Okay, for that you need to wait for my video series of most important video series. That would be timing of events. What particular event would occur in what position or what time, that would be discussed on those video series. Okay, that I'll come up with in near future. So suppose you see in like in current today or current transit, Jupiter is here. Suppose I'm this consider this as Kalpurush Kundla, Kalpurush Kundli, and you can see on your horoscope also where where the Jupiter is there. And like suppose right now, if I consider this as a Kalpurush Kundli, this would be one. It would be Aries. Right now, Jupiter is in Capricorn. Okay, on number 10. Currently it's in number 10. Okay, I am not considering, please note this point. Okay, be very careful, you need to calculate it very accurately. I am not considering the retrogression part. Retrogradation of any planet, it's a completely different chapter. You just see the normal transit position, you minus those retrogression periods. Okay, retro period would be minus from this. Suppose if Jupiter is here, Jupiter would not be here for the entire year. It will get retrograded in, I think, in June, June 30th. I think so. You check it, you cross verify it. So it will come again in Sagittarius for 2 months. Again, it will go to Capricorn. So according to that, you need to predict. Okay. And after April 6, it would be moving in Aquarius. That's the calculation of Jupiter. It generally overall it stays 1 year in one Rashi or sign. Okay, right now it is in here. Now understand this. You open your chart, you open your horoscope, normal Vedic horoscope. Okay, if you see that in your chart in number 10, where is number 10 written in your chart? If you see in your natal chart, there is Jupiter sitting. You will say clearly that this would be a very good year for you. This transit is gonna very good till April 6th. Okay? Because whenever transiting Jupiter touches the natal Jupiter in your birth chart, Jupiter is here. Suppose Jupiter is here in this particular house only, and right now in 2020 it touches this particular house, because right now it is in Capricorn. Okay, so natal Jupiter meets transiting Jupiter. This would be a very good year for you. Okay, that's the way of the calculation. If it is so, in this period, what will happen to you? Suppose this is just an example. Okay, your Jupiter might be here in number 7 or here. Okay, anywhere. Okay, suppose it's in 7. Okay, so this is 2020. Approximately in 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 26, it would be here at around. It's not exact. 2026, 27, the Jupiter will be here. It will touch the natal Jupiter. If your Jupiter is here, right now I am calculating by 2020 chart. So if your Jupiter is in 10 in your natal chart, so it will be a very good year for you. That's why you should calculate the years. Okay. So if your Jupiter is here, then 26, 27, 28, 29, 2029 will be a very good year for you. Whenever transiting Jupiter meets the natal Jupiter, that would be a very fine year for you. What will happen in this year? You will be like, you can say you will be financially upgraded. It will get better. You will achieve a lot. It would be successful year for you, completely successful year. If you are trying for anything, you will get that. Okay, if you are trying for a promotion, you might get that in this period. Still, I'm not going to that part, because we need to see Saturn also, because Saturn is the Karma Karaka planet. Okay, so In case of profession, we have to see Saturn. Okay, so Saturn's transit will, I will teach you, okay, in later videos. Anyways, let's concentrate on Jupiter's transit. Okay, suppose your Jupiter is sitting in this particular house, so 2020 would be very good year for you. If your Jupiter is here and you see that transition in Google, okay, in what particular day, I know that date right now, it's April 6th, Jupiter will be moving in Aquarius. So if your Jupiter in your horoscope in Aquarius only and transiting Jupiter after April 6 2021, it touches this house, and that would be a very good year for you. That's a Nadi astrology technique. You forget all the house and anything. Okay, one more thing you need to consider. Okay, you need to see, suppose Jupiter is here right now. Okay, so I'm deleting these things. Okay, suppose 2020 would be a very good year for you. So in a way, you need to calculate first. Suppose from 7th house there is, you can see there is Venus here. If you see Venus here, just opposite it, so Venus is actually aspecting this house, it's seventh house, so it's direct aspect on Jupiter. Now when Jupiter is here, it will see Venus also in your natal chart, so accordingly you need to predict. But in this particular year, you might, if you are male, you might get married. Okay, so marriage and all I will come later, but I'm just explaining the karakatva of Venus. Accordingly that you can predict. Okay, so Venus means vehicle also, you can buy vehicles at this year. Okay, if Venus is here also, okay, then also, because Jupiter and Venus is sitting on the, they are sitting in same house, and transiting Jupiter comes here and touches both the planets, so you will get the very good result. You will get money. Venus is money. Okay, I was forgetting this part. Venus is money, so you will get some money. You will get some money from anywhere. Okay, so accordingly that you need to predict a particular year is good or bad. So Jupiter is born. Suppose here in 2020 you see Venus is here in this particular house on number 10. Okay, I'm just explaining 2020. You can calculate for any year. Okay, suppose Saturn is here. Okay, let's see Saturn. Okay, suppose Saturn is here and in 2020 you see Jupiter touches Saturn, so forget this. Okay. Now this is your transiting Jupiter right now, it's in here. Okay, and it touches Saturn. I explained Venus already. You'll get you can buy, you can get cars, you'll get money from anywhere, you can get married. If it touches Venus, if Venus is here, you can get married if you're a male native. Okay, if you're a if that was a male chart. Now I'm calculating Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, suppose in this particular house you can see Saturn and transiting Jupiter touches Saturn in your horoscope. Okay, understand this. I'm just explaining by this house. You can see any house. Suppose Saturn is here and now in 2020 Jupiter is here currently. You can check the transit. 2021 Jupiter will be here. 22, 23 it will touch Saturn. So this result, what I am explaining to you, it will definitely, it will give you in 2023. Okay, so suppose Jupiter touches Saturn. Now there is a judgment you need to make. Your Saturn is good or bad. First you decide. Okay, according to that the result will be given to you. Okay, but overall I'm saying, if it touches Saturn, that means in this particular year, that would be, you can say, Saturn is karma. You have to do a lot of work in this particular year, and that might be good for you also. Okay, one, karma, because Saturn is karma, work. Okay, second thing, Saturn is indicator of the problems also. Okay, Saturn is indicator of accidents. Generally Mars is indicator of accident, but Saturn generally indicator of problems. Okay, Mars also gives problems, but Saturn is indicator of problems. You can say bone related issues, orthopedic issues. Okay, so you can get you know, in this particular year there might be any accident, or you can, uh, maybe there is a fracture in your body, there will be a fracture in your body, some unfortunate incident can happen. It depends how good or bad Saturn is in your horoscope. Okay, you might get a job also. Okay, if you are trying for a job in this particular year, you might get a job, you might change a job. Okay, that can also happen here, but generally it says some problem, because Saturn will give some problem, that is for sure. Okay, but not always problematic. Okay, don't be afraid. If Jupiter is transiting on your over your Saturn, uh, there is no need to panic. I must say, you do your karma. Okay, next, suppose Jupiter is touching Mars. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, I am just explaining this particular house. It can be in any house, because I'm explaining in this house, because currently Jupiter transit in 10th house, or the house of Saturn, or this is the house of Capricorn. So currently Saturn is in Capricorn. That's why I am taking this particular house. This is 2020, right? So Saturn is here. Sorry, Jupiter is here, and it would be there till April 6th, 2021. So that's why I'm explaining on this house. If I would have been, made this video in coming year 2021, I'll take this house, because Jupiter would be here in this particular house, or Aquarius. Now Mars, I just explained to you, Mars is the accident, Mars is the problem. Mars denotes, uh, Mars is something like, a egoistic planet. Okay, so there will be quarrel. Okay, there can be accidents. Okay, again it would be depend on Mars position on your particular horoscope. But overall, you need to understand one thing: be very careful. Whenever Jupiter touches Mars, there would be problem in this particular year, and that, so you be very careful. If it touches Saturn, that would also bring some problem, but it can go, in a work related way. But if it touches Mars, and if you are a male native, then definitely there might be accidents, there might be problems. One more thing, there is not only, you can say that 100% there will be accidents only. No, it depends on the, again you need to wait for that video, but which I am going to make on timing of events, what will happen in that particular year. Okay, Mars is the indicator of house, land, property also. You might buy a property here, you might get a property also. So all the time it's not bad. There might be problems, like there might be, some issues, some accidents, or, I can't say that that would be a bigger accident. That for that you need to see the whole chart. But I'm saying it for like overall thing. Now for a female child, if you're a female and Jupiter is touching Mars, then on that particular year you might get married if you're a female. Okay, so it depends. Okay, now you might, people who do not understand the Nadi astrology techniques, you need to wait for my future videos, because you will see in your horoscope Mars is fixed here, right? Or Saturn is fixed here, or Jupiter is fixed here, but Jupiter is changing, or all the planets are changing their positions. In Nadi astrology we see Jupiter and Saturn maximum, and Rahu Ketu also, because they are the slow moving planets, they are the decider. But in case of, suppose in your natal horoscope Jupiter will not go anywhere, Mars will not go anywhere, because your horoscope is fixed, right? But you need to see the transit and match it accordingly. Now you might question that in my chart Mars is here, and after 12 or 13 years, each 12 and 13 years, Jupiter will definitely touch Mars again after 13 years, 12 or 13 years. It would be again touch on, like if it is sitting here in 2020, Jupiter touches Mars, and after 12 or 13 years in 2033, again 32, 33, Jupiter will be here only, because Jupiter takes 1 year to complete one Rashi generally. So you will see on 32, 33 also, 2032, 33 also, would I get the house or land or property? No, that is not the case, my friend. Okay, that for that you need to understand the timing of events, what will happen, when will happen. But if you know the basic now, you can at least be cautious. That is the role of a good astrologer, to make you understand. If Mars is here, if you come to me with your horoscope, okay, for a consultation, and I see in 2021 this particular year Jupiter will be here and Mars is sitting here, so I'll tell you that please be careful on this particular year. These things might happen. I have to judge that what will happen. Now if it is a second round of transit of Jupiter, then that would be good also. You can get property, you can get lands, okay, in this particular year. So it doesn't mean that accident will happen. Always the accident will happen whenever Jupiter touches Mars. No, that is not the case. You have to see the whole horoscope for that. So I'm saying it overall. Okay. Now, if Mercury is here and Jupiter touches Mercury in this particular year, so what is Mercury? Mercury actually denotes public also. Mercury denotes education also. Okay. Suppose Mercury is here and Moon is here. Okay. Suppose, for an example, in 2020 you can see Jupiter is touching your Mercury, and just opposite Jupiter there is Moon. So Mercury plus Moon, okay, and Jupiter. It depends. Again, it depends in which house it is sitting. Overall, I am just saying, if you find this combination, Moon and Mercury, and Jupiter is touching Mercury, okay, and Moon is aspecting, you can say at this particular time of 2020, you might go abroad to study. Okay. Moon is the indicator of travel always. Whenever you need to judge travel, whether a particular person will be, going to a foreign land or going to a different state also in your country, you need to see Moon. You need to understand Moon. If there is no effect of Moon, you cannot travel at all. I can give this in writing. Okay. If your Jupiter, if you are a male, okay, and listen to this very carefully. If you are a male and on your Jupiter there is no connection of Moon, you will be staying in the same place, and of course your Jupiter is not retrograded. I have explained in another video already that retrograde Jupiter means you need to go abroad. Okay, it will say that it's a thumb rule. Okay, retrograde Jupiter, if you see R besides Jupiter in your natal chart, that means Jupiter is telling you to go in a foreign land or in a different state. This particular native wood definitely cannot grow in his or her birthplace. That's what retrograde Jupiter says. Okay, so I'm going off track again. Anyways, explaining these things cannot be bad. You will learn more. Okay, so you see Moon always for travel. If there is a connection in trine or Jupiter is sitting with Moon or just beside Moon, then there is a connection of travel. Otherwise, you cannot travel at all. For settlement, we see Rahu, Ketu and all. That is a different issue, and that is a different video. Okay, I'll make. So, Mercury. If it touches Mercury and there is Moon aspecting Moon, then I already told you. Suppose Moon is not there. Okay, and only Mercury is teaching and nobody is aspecting. Like Mercury is here and Jupiter is touching Mercury and nobody is aspecting. That means you might start some writing, okay, in this particular year. You might get some knowledge from some grantha or some book in this particular year. Okay, you might learn something new. You might have to attend some seminars or you might have to go to a public gathering this particular year because Mercury is public. Okay, so if you see any celebrities horoscope, if you are an astrologer, if you want to learn, you just identify that identify Mercury. Okay, you will learn. So if it touches Mercury, you can be famous in this particular year also. It depends on your total horoscope. Okay, Mercury is good, overall is good. Okay, and next, so I have discussed Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Saturn. Okay, I'll come to Rahu Ketu later. uh, Sun. Okay, Sun is government. Okay, Sun is the indicator of father. Sun is the indicator of son. Sun means the child. Okay, in Nadi astrology, whenever Jupiter in any particular year touches Sun, that would be a very good year for you. You can get a recognition from government on this year, or you can get a government job on this particular year. You can get in touch with the government in any other way. Okay, um, it would be good. Your status would be improved in this particular year. Jupiter and Sun, they are friends. Okay, and Sun is a godly planet. Sun is God, so there might be puja or any ceremony also in your house. In many horoscope, you will see Sun and Mercury sitting together. Okay, Sun Mercury sitting together. Sun and Mercury generally is very closer to each other because in solar system also Mercury is the closest planet to Sun. Now Sun and Mercury, you can see in any horoscope, Sun and Mercury would be just in the adjacent houses or in the same house. Okay, if you calculate and you any of the astrologer, okay, gave you a horoscope where Sun is sitting here, Mercury is here, after 2 3 houses, cannot happen. That means the calculation is wrong. It cannot happen. Okay, it's not possible. It would be closer only. Sun and Mercury. Suppose Sun and Mercury is sitting here in this particular house, and right now it's 2020 and Jupiter touches Sun and Mercury. Definitely there will be ceremony in your house. There will be public gatherings in your house. Okay. Okay, I forgot to tell you one interesting thing about Venus. If transiting Jupiter touches Venus in any particular year, for a male native, it can, according to the round of transit, we will calculate and we can say this is the year of the marriage of this particular native. Okay. Now, if it is if it is male or female both, and we calculate that there is no connection of marriage, then there might be an affair. There might be an affair on this particular year that would start. Okay, you might meet some lady or some guy you will like. Now, whether it will go to marriage or not, then that we need to see on your horoscope. That is a different topic altogether. So that is about Venus. One point I forgot, I just added. So Sun and Mercury, there will be definitely puja ceremonies in your house in this particular year. Okay, so that's how we calculate in Nadi astrology. It's very easy. We do not see dasha bhukti, antardasha, dasha, Pratyanta Darshan, nothing. You just see the transit and the natal chart will predict, and that will happen definitely. Coming to the part of moon. Suppose moon is here, okay, and in 2020 Jupiter touches moon, okay. Don't like this Jupiter is a transiting Jupiter I am writing here, okay. Don't don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that this is a natal Jupiter will be here only. So I'm right. This Jupiter I have written fixed because this is in 2020. Right now Jupiter is here only. This is the transiting, okay, not natal. I'm explaining the natal here. Now if moon is here and Jupiter touches moon in any year, suppose in 2020 in your chart moon is in number 10 or in Capricorn, and Jupiter touches moon in 2020 this particular year. Till April 6 it will be here. Definitely I can give it to you in writing. There might be 2 to 3 things. You will travel definitely. Okay, there will be travel on cards this particular year because moon is the indicator of travel. Okay, which place will you travel, that depends on your chart. Again, we need to see. You will learn later. Okay, one by one step at a time. Moon is the indicator of mother. Moon is the mother. So this particular year, God forbid, if your mother is alive, then you'll be very close to your mom in this particular year. You'll be attached to your mom. If you are staying somewhere else, you'll be missing your mom very much. Okay, because Jupiter is touching moon. Very emotional planet. Moon is a very emotional planet. Okay. So moon is the indicator of travel also. So this particular year we will directly say that you will travel. Whether it's a short travel or long travel, that's again we need to see. Finally, Rahu. Okay. Again, it depends on the position of Rahu in your horoscope. But in general, I have seen that not a very good year for you if Rahu is here and Jupiter touches Rahu. Okay, not a very good year, but again at the same time you can start a new thing. Maybe you'll start writing. You are doing job in any particular office. You'll start your own business suddenly. So that Rahu does. If your Rahu is good, now it will give you a lot. Okay, in this particular period, it depends. Okay, in general, it says because it is a Papa Graha, Rahu, we say bad, but it depends on your chart. One more thing, if you see, so 2020 Jupiter will be transiting here. Now Jupiter is here. Okay, and next year Jupiter will be here. If you see, there is no planet in this particular house where Jupiter will be transiting or currently transiting. Okay, and suppose there is no planet in here in this particular house and Jupiter is transiting here in 2020. What will happen? In that case, you have to see the trine houses. Okay, again, and the aspects of other planets in this particular house. Okay, the aspects of other planets in this particular house. What are the planets who are aspecting this house? Okay, suppose Saturn is here, so Saturn's 10th aspect would be here. So, according to that, you would give prediction of that particular year. Okay, so if nobody is aspecting, no other planet is aspecting in this particular house, and no planet is present here also. Okay, nothing is there. This house is completely empty, and nobody is aspecting this particular house also. Okay, and Jupiter is transiting this house. Suppose in 2020 it's here. In that case, you need to see this particular house's lord. Okay, if it is Saturn, now this is the house of Saturn. In 2020, Jupiter is here. If no other planet is aspecting and no planet is present here or here anywhere, or no one is, and no, no connection in trine houses also. So there is no planet in the trine houses like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one trine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one trine. So these houses are also empty. So nobody is aspecting, or nobody is in connection with this particular house. In that case, you will see this particular house lord where Saturn is sitting. Suppose in this 2020, this is the Saturn's house. So you will see where Saturn is sitting. According to that, you can predict that this year would be good or bad. Okay, so it will give Saturn's result. Whatever I have explained regarding Saturn, whenever it touches Saturn, it will give similar result. Okay, most important part here. What? Ketu. Why it is so important? Whenever transiting Jupiter touches Ketu in your horoscope, wherever Ketu is sitting, in this particular year, any year, whenever Jupiter transits over Ketu in any house, okay, there will be some kind of change. I am not saying a bigger change, but I have seen horoscopes, I have predicted, and that happened. Some changes will be there, definitely. Ketu means cut. Okay. Ketu is a separative. Ketu has a separative tendency, you can say. It generally the god of detachment, you can say. It detaches you for something you have been doing for long. Suppose you have been doing a particular service, okay, for a long time. Whenever Jupiter touches Ketu in this particular year, you might stop that thing completely and start a new thing. Okay, so Ketu is the indicator of that. Now, suppose your working field is different, okay, or your project or your work style is different in a particular. Suppose in your office you're working as a software developer, okay, so you have been working as a software developer since 4 to 5 years or 6 years, okay. Suddenly Jupiter in this particular year, Jupiter touches Ketu. You might get a promotion and be a manager or a team leader. You might get extra responsibilities. I am saying whatever you have been doing now in this particular year, some changes will be there in your life. Just notice this beautiful thing. Okay, this is a very important point. There would be changes, there would be either upgradation or downgradation. Okay, both can happen. If your Ketu is bad or good, it will give result definitely 100%. In this particular year, if you see any particular year, Jupiter transits over Ketu, you will predict that there must be a change is coming in your way. Okay, and you will be if you do not trust God also, you in this particular year you will feel very close to God. Ketu is the dharmic planet. Ketu is the flag or jhanda, we say flag. Ketu is the flag of a temple. Okay, so if your Ketu is bad, I suggest for remedial part, no, I'll come later. Okay, for remedies, what remedies are there? If your Ketu is bad in your horoscope, okay, if you see a temple and if you see a flag upside, like the upper part of the temple, there is a flag flying. Okay, a waving flag, that's an indicator of Ketu. You go, you just look at that point, the upper part of the temple, and you fold your hands, or you show the respect to that particular flag of a temple. Your Ketu would be good. Okay, because Ketu is a symbol of flag also. It is a dharmic planet. If in your natal chart, if you see just behind Jupiter, there is Ketu. Okay, you can be a very good sage. You can be a sannyasi. You can be a very good astrologer. Okay, without this combination, Jupiter, Ketu, Saturn, Moon. Without that combination, you cannot be a sannyasi, or you cannot be a sage, or you cannot do um, you cannot believe in God. If your Ketu is very bad, those person doesn't believe in astrology, doesn't believe in God also. I have seen. Okay, if Jupiter and Ketu sitting together in any particular sign in your horoscope, that particular person is very religious. Okay, these are the small rules where one can predict. Okay, so that would be all. Okay, in the next part, this is the number one technique. You will see what planet Jupiter touches in this particular year. Okay, the transit, you will see that you will match the transit of Jupiter in Google, anywhere you find that information. You will see what are the planets, sitting on the seventh, or in trine. Trine means one. I have already explained to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was explaining moon here. Okay. Suppose uh, again I'm changing. Okay. Suppose, just an example to make you understand. What are the trine house of this house? If it now, suppose Jupiter is here in your natal chart, and I already explained to you that the transiting Jupiter, suppose this is the transiting Jupiter here in 2020, it is here till April 6, 2021. It touches the Jupiter. Suppose your Jupiter is here in your horoscope. Okay, I said that would be a very good year for you. Now see and learn how to predict things. Now you see, I already explained, if moon is here, then you will travel. Okay, not only here, this is the seventh. Now we'll see the trine house also. What are the trine house? I already explained. This is the number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. This is one trine house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one trine house. Okay, 5 and 9. This is that's how you calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 and 9. These are the trine houses. Now you will see, if moon is here also or here also, I would say the same thing, because these are trine houses are connected always. So if your Jupiter touching the natal Jupiter, that means yourself. I already explained that Jupiter is yourself. Jupiter is the Jiva Karaka or Atma Karaka planet. Okay. In case of female, if it is Venus, please understand this. In case of female chart, we see Jupiter's transition only. Jupiter is Jeev Karaka Graha there also, but we also give importance to Venus. Venus is the Karaka of female. So, like Jupiter, if there is Venus also and you are a female, and Jupiter transiting Jupiter touches Venus, and in trine, I can see anywhere, or seventh house, or in trine, I see moon. Yourself, if you are female, this, or if you are male, Jupiter. Okay, this is you. Transiting Jupiter touches you. In trine, there is a connection of moon. In this particular year, you will travel. Okay, this is you. Jupiter touching your house. This is you, Jupiter. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is moon. So you will travel. Okay, that's how. There is only one connection. Okay, there are many connections you need to see. Okay, you need to calculate on your own, you need to do your own research. If I have to explain all the things, then I need this video would be longer than 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay, so that's how you will calculate that this particular year would be good or bad, or what kind of result I can expect on this year. Okay, and this is the number one technique. Another technique, if you match these two, you can predict perfectly. Okay, the second technique will be coming soon. That would be the, maybe by next week I'll post that video. This would be on Ashtaka Varga or Vinnashtaka Varga calculation. Okay, I will teach you how to do that. Okay, by seeing that number, you can easily predict this year is good or this year is bad, and you can match this with your horoscope. Both will indicate the same thing, that's for sure. Okay, so that's it for today. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye, friends.